Hey guys, Kurgan here. Today I want to show you Primalist, which is now on the PTS for everyone to test, and give you a sort of preview on what makes the calling different to the other ones. So going over the soul tree, some of the specifics on the souls, and the obvious Primalist bar, and some of the gear as well. So to begin with, I'm going to show you the soul tree. First off, what's really different is that there's 39 points overall at max level. You can't quite see it here, actually, I'll just move it here. And yeah, so the max amount of points we can put into one soul is 31, and we'll have 8 points left over if we put 31 into the soul. What's also different about each soul is that at the top there's always a primal avatar. This is always sort of a 1 minute cooldown, which has a lot of good things with it. So an example is the primal avatar in Drake in Primalist. This gives you an off global cooldown damage boost and has 1 minute cooldown and gives you 5 stacks, which increases your damage. Also, you'll see it gives me a little like head of a Drake, which is kind of cool as well. So yeah, going back into Soul Tree, if I can click it properly. At the moment, there's 4 souls on the PTS. There are 2 single target, which are Vulcanist and Dervish. Dervish is the melee soul, and Vulcanist is the range soul. And then we also have Preserver, which is the healing soul, and Titan, we see here, Titan, which is the tanking soul. There will be 2 more which release with Primalist, which are the AoE souls. There's Berserker and Typhoon, Berserker being the melee and Typhoon being the ranged AoE soul. We can't really look at the masteries yet because at the moment they're just copy and paste from all the other callings and they have nothing unique to them for Primalist and they don't even have proper names, so at the moment we can't really judge the masteries, so I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm going to go into the Primalist bar now. Now this is obviously what really makes Primalist different, because this is a mechanic we haven't seen before in Rift. As you see here, we have the bar. It has one side which is red, which is called Fury, and the other side which is Cunning, which is blue, and then the middle which is Harmony. Now these have like a point value which goes to either side, so it's 100 on Fury side and 100 on Cunning side, and 0 is seen as Harmony. Now, to give an example of how this works, when I use an ability, let's say Lashing Wind, it pushes the bar 40 points towards Fury. And now, as you see, there's the pointer, and now this pointer is turned red. This means it's in Fury, and certain abilities will gain properties when it is in Fury. So let's say Fury Blast, that now gains a dot portion when we cast it while our bar pointer is in Fury. So as you see, cast it, and now there's an extra dot, which wouldn't have been there if we cast it in Harmony or Cunning. Another example is that we have Skill Shot, which is a 6-second cast time, which when we push the bar all the way to the end, it then becomes instant cast. So that's really an example of how the bar is used in some of the abilities. It's quite interesting, but we don't really know how it's going to be fully utilized yet, but it definitely has some potential for some interesting things. Right, now something which you're probably all wondering about is the gear which Primalists use. Oops, wrong one. So Primalist's main stat is Dexterity, and it uses Strength as well, but it's the same way that a Cleric uses Intelligence or a Rogue uses Strength. So it's a secondary stat for Primalists. And so they are using leather gear with Dexterity, which means you will be sharing with Rogues, and Rogues will be sharing with Primalists, which I'm sure the Rogues are unhappy about, but I'm sure they will adjust the drops to account for it. The only exception to the gear, which is different from Rogues, is the fact that they use two-handers. So you won't be sharing the weapons, because obviously Rogues can't use two-handers, which is an okay way of dealing with it. that's everything I want to show you for today. I would love to go more in depth into each soul individually, so Vulcanist and Dervish for now, but the problem is that they're kind of really early in development and they're not ready at all to be shown. A lot of the mechanics don't work properly, or they're really underpowered or overpowered, and it's obvious that there's going to be a lot of changes which are going to occur before it gets released. So yeah, I'm going to hold off for it for now. But otherwise, I hope you guys found this video informative and you enjoyed watching it. Let me know what you thought in the comments and like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. See you guys.